Well, I'm in Nashville, Tennessee at the Lane Motor Museum, and besides the fact that this whole museum is barrier free, you just can't touch anything, it's amazing. I am going to say there are probably cars here that I have never seen before, although the one I was drawn to immediately was the Dymaxion car. Now admittedly that's a replica, but it's a replica of the original that was built, a three-wheel car built by Buckminster Fuller back in the 30s. And just looking around, this place has probably the most rare, unique collection of one-off vehicles that you'll never see anywhere else. I'll just film some video and not talk too much. These little cars actually were made by Messerschmitt out of leftover cockpits when World War II was over. They couldn't build airplanes because of the Germans having lost World War II, but they had all this extra hardware, so they made three-wheel cars out of it. This room has some interesting recycled reuse. This car, the skin on it, was actually built out of aluminum panels from a scrapped B-29 bomber back in 1945. This one over here is actually a motorcycle speed demon type car made from the belly tank from a F-86 Saberjet that was typically flown during the Korean War. So this used to be a gas tank. They turned it into, I guess you could say a car, but it's actually more of a motorcycle in my mind. It has a Harley-Davidson engine. It's kind of all crazy stuff. This section is the German cars. I'm going to just walk through it and show you one of my favorites here. It's the very first car that I ever owned and got to, well, not own, my family owned it, but the one that I learned to drive on and got to drive. We had a 1962 Volkswagen Beetle. Pretty darn close to this one. The bumper's the same. A few of the design things, a small little window. This is a 56, so not much different. Remember we had the little boot in the back for luggage. This one actually has a Thermador cooler on it, but I still remember these wing windows. Mine didn't have a sunroof, but everything looks and feels the same as the VW I remember. It was a great car, except for all the rust on the floor that, you know, if you weren't careful, the rain would just shoot through if you ran through a puddle. But my dad and I ended up buying some scrap sheet metal floor. Well, they were flooring plates from a junk Huey helicopter. So they were this fiberglass aluminum honeycomb, super strong. And we basically opened the car up from underneath and sheet metal screwed them in place along the frame rails, and super strong floor, still leaked like a sieve, but at least when the water came in, if it was high tide and you're going through a puddle in Panama, The water would come in mostly in the front rider's side, over, like if you put your right foot all the way front, that would block it. So there was no carpet on it. So once the water came in, you just waited and it drained out the back once you got through the puddles. So it's a great car, loved it. So like I say, this is the German section, and over here is the British car section. We've got French and Italian cars all over. So we'll take a look at some of these. Looks like some maybe early Jags or Jag replicas. Oh no, this one's a Lotus. I take that back. Beautiful car. This one here is amazing and beautiful. It's a 1970 Jaguar E. Just, they don't get any prettier than that kind of car. I was fortunate enough. I had a roommate, actually my oldest daughter's godfather. He was doing, he had one of this model. It wasn't the convertible. It had the, I think it was like the notchback rear. And I got to drive it. And it was so cool because it has this big V12 in it that what I remember is sitting at the light. This is, you know, again, kind of heading out on one of the county roads. And he told me to punch it, so I did. By the time I got into second gear, I was going, I have no idea what speed, really fast. And everyone behind us at the light was still behind us at the light. It was a fast car. Very complex to maintain, but still a piece of art on wheels.